All right, and we are live. Hello everyone, we're here with another episode of me and Tyrell's morning show. But it is not Tyrell's not here with me today because I have three guests here. Let's see. Yeah, there they are, three guests. I guess we can let you guys just introduce yourselves really quickly here. Start off with Clean.
My name's Clayne Sparby. Um, I live in Onion Lake.
Yeah,
My name's Brooklyn Sparvier, and I'm also from Onion Lake.
if you want to talk, you can
And
introduce
me,
yourself.
I'm Winnie Taskino. I'm just here to listen.
Yeah, and today we're just planning on like pretty much just talking to Brooklyn and I guess Summer when
Yep,
when
she
she
should be
shows
here
up.
soon.
We're talking pretty much about their volleyball journey here from I guess starting from Onion Lake I guess to playing in the upcoming Alberta Indigenous Games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can start off with pretty much like where you started playing volleyball. I guess would say like when and said someone knock. Yeah, I guess that we can pretty much just start where you started playing volleyball, I guess.
Well, I started playing volleyball at a pretty young age. I actually started playing because of my older sister, which was like in grade 7, and then from there I played middle school volleyball, and then I finally moved back to Onion Lake for grade 9, which was where I started my high school volleyball. And then me and Summer, that's kind of where we started playing volleyball together. And then it just kind of grew from there. And we went to many tournaments and got to learn and got to go to many camps, which was a great opportunity for us. And yeah.
Yeah. I guess we can. I kind of want to ask your dad here like a quick question about like coaching wise. Like I want to just like know how big like I guess how part of it you were. I was seeing you probably were like a part of it, like a big part of it. So
It starts from the um, um, the ground of the household and the support to give your my kids the support that they need to succeed their expectations in sports and volleyball, especially volleyball. Growing up in that sport, they showed a big passion of it, so I supported them. And times where they didn't have a coach, so I stepped in and coached them, and but didn't interfere in my coaching just because they're my daughters and stuff. But I treated everyone fairly and equally throughout the seasons and training. I really encouraged them to keep going training. The discipline is very important on doing any kind of sport there is out there. There's a lot of youth out there that are missing a lot of opportunities, but you know, um, it's I'm very glad to be a part of my kids' journey from volleyball from growing up. I still have one that's 17U, so she's been doing her time, her working out and stuff, and it's a lot of commitment in a lot of different ways, work, school, and having that time to train and be successful in volleyball.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like um that's a big thing. Like playing sports, like having that balance between school and like training for your sport specifically. Like I know that I because I've known Brooklyn and Summer for like a really long time, and that they've always been really competitive with volleyball. So I just want to ask Brooklyn how like you guys have like kind of balanced like school and stuff like that with volleyball. So
Well, me and Summer, we started playing in grade 9 together, and we didn't really go like much places with volleyball. Like, yeah, we practiced like twice a week, but with school, but we mainly prioritized our school a lot. But I don't know. I guess the key thing is just keeping it balanced and remembering our priorities,
Yeah.
which played a big part, and also having the support of our parents. And it was kind of stressful, but just with that support, like making sure we had a good support system, which really helped us.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and like we have our new guest here, Summer. So if you wanna kind of just introduce yourself and just you
Um,
know,
Hi, I'm Summer Watson. I've been playing volleyball for over 5 years now. Um, 20. Don't know.
yeah. I guess pretty much what we've been talking about right now is I guess your journey in volleyball. Like Brooklyn stated like how you guys have been playing volleyball for like a while now. I guess she's also stated that you guys have been playing like high school volleyball, which I know you guys played in like grade 9 starting, and I guess I know you went to NEG. So
Yeah.
if you want to like kind of, I know that's really cool. Like people who don't know, NEG is a really big native tournament for like a bunch of different sports. Probably one of the biggest native tournaments you can attend. So I pretty much want to ask how that experience was for you. So.
Yeah. NAG was really fun for me. Like, it was my first time going on a plane, and the whole like process was to making the team. It was really long, but I had fun because I met like so many different people from Saskatchewan. And then to make the team, and then I stayed with that team for like 2 weeks of like nonstop training. We flew out to Nag, and it was really hot over there. But um everyone was so welcoming. Like, the whole community in Halifax was really nice. There was so many different foods, and it was like seeing different kinds of cultures all come together.
Hmm.
And then playing volleyball, it was like the best thing ever. Everyone was so fun. The crowd was loud. You could like tell which community was proud to be where they're from. Um, I had a really good team. I had really nice coaches. They taught me like a lot of things, and it just opened my eyes. Like, it made me want to keep playing, and it like helped me realize that there's just more than just res volleyball.
Hmm.
That I could do more than just stop after high school, and that's what club volleyball did for me too.
Yeah, for sure. I guess did you also play club volleyball at all? Because I
Yeah.
know that like someone played at Lakeland for a bit. Because I know I'm kind of friends with Addison Noble,
Oh
so
yeah.
yeah, I know she played there too, and like so I'm just
Yeah, I
asking.
played with the Rustlers for 15U, and then I think COVID hit what, like 16U?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16U, and then 17U as well. But um I played 18. No, I played like the overage just because of COVID
Hmm.
hit. And then with like my dad's health condition, like he ended up getting COVID very bad.
Hmm.
So I had to take a step back from like high school volleyball and club volleyball just to focus on him because like he was in COVID and everything. And it was definitely like a struggle because it was like I would be 17 driving myself to like North Battleford, Saskatoon, like just to make my volleyball games or even just practices. But even with that, like the parents for volleyball, they were very supportive. I wish I could have like continued my club season even longer because like I had a lot of support with the people within like the Rustlers Club volleyball, but just sadly I couldn't. But I still continue it by helping my dad coach for the what was it, U16 volleyball team.
Hmm.
So just the previous club season, I was able to get that opportunity to become like a coach and like teach other girls, and it was super cool though too because then seeing indigenous coaches only, and we were like the only ones there, I guess, besides like Makwa and all that too. But it was definitely a learning experience, and I enjoyed it all. So yeah,
Yeah, really
that was a
cool.
mouthful.
Yeah, so I guess kind of want to ask some questions about the like AIG, like the Alberta Indigenous Games. I know you guys are going to like what you guys are doing to like I guess to like prepare for that. Are you guys practicing with like your team? Like
Well, actually, we were 16, I think,
Yeah.
and then we went with an 18U team that was from Onion Lake. So we've been going since like 2019, I think.
2019.
And so yeah, we got that opportunity to play with the 18U team as 15-year-olds, which was like great. We did awesome.
We were just the youngest two on the team.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it was for me in summer. But last year we took another group of girls like just on our own, and our team is called Northeast Thunder, just kind of because like
We're spread out around
yeah.
Saskatchewan
Yeah.
and we come together, and that's basically where we are from
So it's
Saskatchewan.
kind of hard to get some practices in, but some of our girls like they live in Thunderchild, like two of them, right? Three of them. And they like I'm sure they practice on their own, but like me, Summer and Acacia, we kind of just decide when to meet up and
Mhm.
practice like that. So it's I guess it's kind of challenging when it does come time to like play because in like that first game it's like okay, like we got to ground ourselves, like
Mhm.
lock in and figure it out.
We gotta figure out our connections right away. We gotta establish that and go from there.
Yeah, but everybody's pretty like versatile and they're very like easy and like super like they're very easy to get used to playing with each other, I guess. Very yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I guess yeah, that is kind of a challenge. Like when you run into, I guess like I don't know if like I don't never really played native volleyball. I guess you'd say,
Yeah.
but I guess I feel like that would be a challenge. I guess trying to bring in different like girls and other native players to try to join from different communities,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard to get those practices in when you all live kind of like like far apart. I guess you'd
Yeah,
say. So
hours
Yeah.
apart.
So but surprisingly like we made it work. We took it down last year, which was like cool,
We've
but
always placed like top five, and we've been going for 4 years now.
yeah.
One with Angie Nastis, and then the three were on our own.
Yeah. So hopefully take it again.
yeah. So I just have when is the actual games taking place and where?
August 14th to the 17th at the Seville Center
It's
or St. Thomas or something.
Saint
Saint some Francis.
yeah
Saint
Saint
Francis.
Francis in
Yeah.
Edmonton. It's like
Mm,
a big tournament for Alberta, but surrounding provinces are welcome to come play.
cool. Really cool. I guess I don't really know what else to ask. I guess because I feel like I've already asked like most of my volleyball questions. So I guess we can kind of, if you guys want, we can kind of drift off from that if you'd like. We can pretty much talk or mention anything you'd really want to talk about on here. So
I'd like to hear from Coach Klein
You missed it.
more.
Um, it's as watching Brooklyn Summer and coaching club volleyball. Big part of their team is the chemistry of playing for each other for many years, um, and going into these tournaments like the Alberta games is very key because they know where and how they play. So um, just going trying to practice and stuff like that, they know how they play and stuff is a big key. But um, they all know the game of volleyball and they love it. So it's kind of you know it's kind of hard the first game or so set to get going, but after that, they have a fast communication of clicking with each other. So that's the key part of it is clicking and getting to know each other, and not only that, the women's tournaments that they attend to, they usually play with the same group of players, and they have that chemistry. So like between a handful of them, it's a great honor and to coach them and to be their coach again this year. So
yeah, it's really great. I guess one other question I guess wanted you guys to ask because I know you guys do play like I guess these native tournaments, yes, you'd say, but do you guys play any other like I know like I guess when you like there's wouldn't be you guys wouldn't be 18U anymore, but do you guys play any like other club volleyball? I guess you'd say like besides going to these native tournaments.
um
Oh, my last year was last year,
yeah.
and that was it for me, I think. And I've just branched off, and I've talked to a few like college coaches, but I had a baby, so I kind of put that on hold. And now we just still play like bigger reservation tournaments. I played in Brandon, Manitoba, That was another big tournament. Like a bunch of things happen at that. There's like powwows, there's other sports, and we basically just go out and keep trying to play as much volleyball as we can. But for club, there's not much club.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after club, it just kind of stops, I guess. That's it. It's like you either make college or not,
Mhm.
but like you can still attend like other tournaments like FSIN or like just big uh tournaments like that, I guess.
Yeah.
But
There's like
with egg
league.
though, egg though, I do know that they do have some scouts that do show up in the final games and whatever. A few, I think last year, a few girls did get scouted, like to be able to go play for college ball, which was really cool too. But I guess it kind of gives. I think that's kind of cool though because it's kind of hard for like people from like reserves, I guess, to really get like scouted or make college ball or whatever. But that really, it definitely gives them more of an opportunity to be seen, I guess.
Mhm.
Kind of like um I don't know, it's very hard to get noticed. So it's good. I think that's a good thing that they do that for the kids out there cuz there's like a lot of people. I think there's over 150 teams that actually entered in volleyball this year from I think 13U up until U21.
Wow.
So yeah, it definitely has grown from when we first started entering into that tournament.
Yeah, that's really great, honestly. I guess another question I wanted to ask is like, since you guys seem like, you guys talked about how there's not that much, I guess, available volleyball without playing like college ball.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you guys how you guys, I guess, kind of dealing with like, I guess, stepping away from not playing as much as you guys used to, like playing club, like under like U18. Like, I guess, like I've also kind of experienced that playing hockey and not playing like high school and stuff like that. So,
For me anyways, it's that's where I kind of stopped my volleyball, slowed down on it to focus more on my little sister Acacia, and that's where I decided to coach her actually and be like her role model to push her through because there was a point in time where the beginning of the season she didn't even want to play. So I ended up taking the opportunity to coach her and show her and like help her learn to love the sport, but not for like other people, but for herself. And then also just getting to know like the other girls from Lloydminster that were on the team. Like it was great and to see them all grow and that just like showed me another way to like love the sport even more because then like even though I'm not playing, it's like I'm still coaching on the side as like he was actually the head coach, but then he let me be the head coach for a few games, so I'd be like right on the sidelines. So it would feel like I was playing too though, but it was great though. So that's kind of how I continue to do it. But yeah.
I remember seeing like photos of you beside like talking to the girls off court and all that, like
Yeah.
just looking like the head coach.
But yeah, it's great though. And I think it was there's a few girls that were on the team actually from Onion Lake that I had put on there, which was Janie Watson and Kobe Stick and Keisha Sparvier.
mhm.
So to have them three and the other girls from like surrounding areas like Provost, Kitscoty, like Lloydminster, like it was hard because they did have their little groups and everything, but just seeing them all come together towards like the middle of the season, the end of the season, it was great to see, I guess, to see them all come together as a coach and all the hard work that you put in as a coach and also as an athlete.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's something that could help. Like, I feel like that's something we could have more in like the Onion Lake community.
Yeah, me and Summer are actually thinking of throwing like a summer camp sometime, maybe like eventually, because it would be a great opportunity for people in Onion Lake that are interested in volleyball.
At one point, we were trying to start a club team here, but it like never
Yeah.
happened. But we're still like open to doing that because there's a lot of talent in Onion Lake that goes like unnoticed.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's just like also with like most sports. So I've also kind of thought of the idea of just like pretty much building up the Onion Lake athletics department just in general. So like volleyball, basketball, like golf, hockey, like all these different sports, maybe even like not the ones that aren't even seen as much, I guess, like those more niche ones, I guess you'd say. Like I know Onion Lake has never had a football team, but I know some people have played football before and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which would
I'm
be
sure
pretty cool.
Onion Lake would be great
I
with a
always wanted to
football
play
team.
growing up.
I would have played in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think they definitely I do see Onion Lake rising a lot more in sports. Like I had a girl on the team, Covey 6. She was only 15, 16, playing with 17U team for the first time in her first club. And to see her grow like that, like it was crazy. And then even basketball. I know basketball's rising and hockey's always like doing pretty good. But I think it would be great. I know that like every now and then there is a word of like club like Onion Lake getting a club volleyball team, but it just never really happened. But I could like that would be great like eventually if like all sports could really come together like that because there is a lot of like youth out there that are very athletic and enjoy it a lot, but it goes back to the support type of thing, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like to have before we can like I guess establish that athletics department, the youth and the kids need to have that type of support system to actually like get them to the games and practices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to actually put in that time to like train and like play the games. So
And then also just seeing all like these other indigenous people like making it, like for you an example being in Stanford, like for hockey, right?
mhm.
Yeah. So like seeing that, I think I'm sure like other kids like definitely look up to you because like Stanford's a big thing, and and like them being able to see all these other indigenous people making all these other big teams too, like it definitely gives them more hope and being like, oh, like there's more than like, res ball or res hockey, you know what I mean? And like if you work for it hard enough, like yeah, you can get there. So
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
great.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
Um, just becoming a coach, coaching my daughters, and that my first time at nationals was pretty excited. There was uh, there was like 100 and some courts out in Edmonton, and it's a big nationals. It's probably one of the last tournaments out of club volleyball, and you basically gotta be on your computer and ready to click to be involved in it to get your team in there. As a coach, it's a big eye opener. I always tell when I coach club to this is what we play for. It's based on how they place in provincials and SAS Cup. That's how you get placed in nationals, right? So seeing that it's a big lot of teams, a lot of good players out there, and not only that, I coach a lot of good players that come a long ways, and I just like to pass this on to my daughter as a coach and a player at nationals. Her experience is, like how she thought of it, and just to put it out there, like dealing with coaching, it's not easy, it's not easy. But as a player, from growing up, from going to nationals and club, and then coaching, I just want to
Yeah.
pass it on to my daughter as being a coach and going to nationals
Oh.
with
um
your experience on
oh my gosh.
on
Well,
nationals as a player and coaching
last
your
club
first.
season was kind of overwhelming as a coach, but also playing like women's volleyball like wherever I can because then I had to balance out school too because I go to Lakeland right now. I just finished my first year. So I would literally go to school, right after school go straight to volleyball, then right after volleyballs then go straight to hitting the books again and in the morning basically repeating it. Like that's all I did the whole year. But being a like an athlete and then going to coach the girls and being alongside like that, like it just gave me more of a better connection and also to teach them a little bit more from like everything that I've learned over the years. It made like our connection a lot stronger, and it was challenging, but also it made me miss the sport a
Yeah.
lot. But it was great. Like it just that balance is key though. Like even though like I was getting overwhelmed with school and everything and also being a coach, like there was times where I was like, "Hey dad, like I don't even want to coach no more. Like
Mm,
it's getting too stressful." But, he would just say, "Well, just keep going," and then also seeing the girls, like, they would say, "Oh, where's Brooklyn? Where's Brooklyn? How come Brooklyn's not here?" and everything, so, just knowing that those girls really looked up and also they were very eager to learn, just pushed me to wanna be able to be it was like I was a part of the team even as a coach, like, playing, because I did play a big role and so did he, and, it's just great, like, making a lot more friendships that way too.
It's kind of like living through them.
Yeah, basically, and it's just great to see that growth, and it kind of reminds me of me in summer because then, like I was a setter, and I like specialized in my setters, I guess, this year because my setters, like, they had a lot to learn, but they were very eager, and I saw that, like, I saw myself in them a lot, and then also with the middles, like, we kinda struggled with that, but towards the end of the year, like, I would see, like, our middles and setters, like, just connecting, and it just reminded me a lot of me and Summer,
Mhm.
and, like, me and Summer didn't really get much to play, but our friendship played a lot, like, in the role of playing volleyball, club volleyball, especially because we were so used to each other for high school and, like, women's league and whatever, you know? Um, but club volleyball, like, every time we have a bad game, we'd text each other, like, immediately, like, "Oh my god, like, I hated that game," or "I'm doing so bad," or, like, "I'm crying, like, can you come see
Yeah,
me?"
there was like a time at nationals where I completely broke down after a game, and Brooklyn just came and like hugged me the whole time. It was just like it's really important to have a good friend when you're playing club, I feel like.
Yeah, especially when you played together for so long and then you're completely on a brand new team, like, having that friendship and making new friendships and everything like that, I that's just what it's about, I guess. That's what the sport's about.
Mhm.
Well, every sport too as well, so yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess like yeah, I'm not really too in tune with the volleyball culture, I guess, but I want to like also ask this because I know it was a big thing when I growing up playing hockey that like I guess being native, I'm not entirely sure if it'd be the same for you guys, but like dealing with I guess racism, I guess like or being native and playing, I guess club against different teams and stuff like that. If you guys dealt with any of that, so.
Personally, I've never experienced any racism, but I chose setter because I knew I'd get a bunch of gameplay and I was good at it, so that's the reason why I played setter, but I didn't really experience much of it. It was just I found it hard for me to feel like I had to fit in,
Hmm.
or I felt like it was kind of hard to just get along with the girls, but it was just more of like my dad or my mom would tell me like whatever that feeling is, just leave it off the court, and once you're on the court, do your job. That's all you have to do basically. So that's what I did, and it got me a long way for sure, and like my coach definitely recognized it, like all my coaches, and now they see me and they're like, "Oh my god, like you grow so much." Like it's
Hmm.
crazy.
I feel like for me, I never really received like racism from the crowd or the coaches, but like I feel like there was some times on my team where the girls wouldn't get along with me, but in the end, they seen me as a player I was, and we just became a team that way.
Yeah.
Like eventually, they put aside that I'm brown.
Yeah, yeah, volleyball is probably one of my favorite sports to watch. I watched one of the volleyball games, one of the girls' volleyball games at school this year
Oh my
when they
gosh,
played
Summer,
when they
imagine if we went there.
they played Texas in the
No way, that's
in
crazy.
the in the the finals for our like region. So it was really close. They went to 3 sets and like um one of like the I guess our best players was like playing unreal. Like I don't know. I think she played outside, I think. But yeah, she was like
I
Kendall Kipp, if you guys know
Oh
her.
my gosh, yeah.
You should, like, bring her here.
Yeah, she was really good. I know this other girl in Texas was also eating us alive too. So, but
Maddie Skinner, probably.
I remember like growing up watching those. That's kind of what started my interest in middle. Is like I would watch like Nebraska play, and that's where I always wanted to go play.
mhm.
And Lauren Stivrins, I think. I don't think she plays anymore. I think she finished school, but that's like I always wanted to play because of them.
Yeah, yeah, it's like it's really cool because like it's like just seems so fast paced, especially like the girls. Because I watched the men's too, but like theirs is just like too
And
intense for me.
it's like hitting and
Yeah.
serving.
Yeah, but the
Literally.
the the girls one though was like a lot more interesting. I feel like the rallies would go along a lot longer. I feel like, and I don't know,
Yeah,
just
I feel like there is a big difference between the girls and the guys when you do watch volleyball. Like, guys are, like, serve, pass,
They're more
and
like hit
they'll
harder,
get it,
like
kill,
a
you know what I mean?
competition.
mm,
But girls, I feel like it's more about defense and,
It's
like,
more of a
smart
mental
plays.
game.
Yeah, for sure.
I know my coach Matt Peck. He's always said that girls were smarter to play with, and because they like no offense to the men, but like girls would usually take in the information they're saying, but with boys they would just always want to see who could hit harder or bounce it more. And women aren't like that. You can see them trying to do defense a lot more than the men.
Yeah, that is another hard thing, like the mental part of it, like as like I don't know, it's kind of hard because then when you're on the court and like you feel like that negative vibe, it's kind
Mhm.
of hard for teams to like come back from that. But like as a coach, what I really like learned a lot is to take that feedback because if you're not going to take that feedback, then like, like it's going to be hard for you to learn and you're just going to be frustrated and hard on yourself. So once I was able to like identify that more in like my girls and learn how to work around it, say like, okay, like you need to take my positive like feedback and put that onto you. You know what I mean? Like leave whatever's like again, it goes back to my parents. Like leave it whatever's happening, like leave it off the court, and like yeah, that's like that's what's challenging about volleyball, I guess, is getting out of that like negative mental state, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like mental plays a big part in like all sports.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're playing like a particularly like bad game yourself or your team is playing pretty bad. As like you said, it's pretty hard to get out of that slump.
Yeah.
So I guess I just wanted to ask like you guys as personal like players, like 'cause I know you talked about it as a coach and how you dealt with that like with your girls and stuff like that, but how you guys dealt with that as players and like as a team. So
I'm right off the bat, like as soon as I touched the court, I feel like it would just drown out all that stuff for me. But there like was times where I felt the bad vibes, and my coach just always told me to like be loud and just to keep going positive. And I've noticed that when I watch more teams play, that the louder team is usually winning because like it just shakes down the team that's losing, and that's what keeps going. I feel like just staying loud kind of helped me.
For me, it was the consistent positive reinforcement. Like as a player, it's like you keep up that positive like reinforcement, something happens, like, cheer about it, be proud of it. And like as a coach as well, is the more like it's like as a coach, you can't get frustrated with them because you got to remember that as athletes, they're learning still. And that was my key thing was constant positive reinforcement after every little thing. Even if it was a mistake, it was like, it's fine. Like, you meant to do that basically. And it got us a point, so it's fine. And that's what brought those girls up a lot. And that's what definitely brought up their confidence within themselves. Cause then after that, they play differently. And same thing with my dad. They're like, "Oh, where did this all come from? Like,
Mhm.
this is crazy." Because they were like, probably like, because I think there's 32 teams in Saskatchewan. I think they were like right at the bottom. And by the time we were done, I think top 15 or something like that, which is still a pretty good jump for all these girls, considering that it was maybe like their first year playing volleyball or club volleyball. And yeah, that had a lot to do with bringing up their confidence and that positive reinforcement to push it on their like mental. And then they would be able to execute it through like their physical ability and all that. So it's crazy.
yeah, it honestly sounds like you're a really great coach. So I feel like
I think it has a lot to do with my major because I'm going into psychology and a
mm,
lot of that like I learned just a little bit. So it was good though, and I enjoy it. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, yeah, it just does sound like you are really passionate about being a coach and just being connected with the sport. So that's really cool. And I feel like if you have you in the Onion Lake community forefronting, I guess, the volleyball in Onion Lake, I feel like we could have a pretty good volleyball program, both you and Summer. So,
Yeah, that's why I always push summer. I'm like, summer, let's just do a summer camp. Or even like my dad, like the way my dad started coaching was like last year, hey, at Egg, we were like, oh, we need a coach. Like, do you want to coach?
And
So
then
that's
she's just like, write him
I
down.
was like, we'll just write him down. And then he ended up being our coach. And then ever since now, everybody calls him Coach Klein.
Yeah, he would like step up when it really mattered, though. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was great.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess I don't really, like I said before, I don't really have any other questions, I guess, for you guys, like volleyball related. But so if you guys want to talk about anything else, you like,
I guess we can like maybe talk more about our team that we're taking to Egg.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Originally it was me, Brooklyn, and Sistine. Yeah, and then we kind of just stemmed out from there, and now we have two girls from Thunderchild, a girl from Emma Lake, and Sistine again from Standing Buffalo. Mm,
So, well, there's Summer. Summer's a middle. Gracie Flett, she's from Emma Lake. They actually played in team for Team Sask at NAG together. So they have that chemistry built up there. We have Sistine from Standing Buffalo. We played with her last year in egg, but also just kind of like women's tournaments. Have you guys played together?
yeah, we've played with Sistine. This is our third year now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Third year, sorry. And then we have Shaniqua Walking Bear. She's from Thunderchild. I played with her for my last club season, and Summers also like played with her every now and then. Hey.
Yeah, once in a while. You've played with Nina Alexander too. Nina
Yep.
Jimmy.
And then Nina Alexander, she's also from Thunderchild, and I played with her from club volleyball, and same thing with Summer for like women's tournaments and whatever. But also we've known them from like what grade 10,
Yeah, we've
seeing
been
them at
friends.
high school tournaments and whatever. And then actually we're bringing in Akeja Sparvier, my younger sister. She's 17. She's gonna be our libero. She's a little nervous.
But she'll do really good.
Yeah,
She's
because
been working with coaches.
she's been working for her too. Like I push her a lot, and she's working with somebody from Lloyd with I think the college. His name's Josh Ryan. So she does like every now and then like private sessions like that, and then also she goes to Edmonton for Pursuit volleyball camps, and seeing her also do that, and because same thing with her, like she's in high school volleyball out there in Lloyd, and she kind of never expected herself to be able to be at this level of volleyball, and it goes back to that, like if you put in the time, like you'll see your results more. And like she's just grown a lot, and like I feel proud that she gets this opportunity to play with us at egg, because my older sister Natasha, like she would take me to like women's tournament while I was like 15. Like she always took me in summer along everywhere she went basically, and it just reminds me of that, of like getting that opportunity, but also realizing that like even though you're young, you could still like accomplish a lot, or like you could still grow a lot. So that's like always great. And yeah, she's super nervous, but yeah, I'm sure she'll do fine. She's doing great. I think she's probably more nervous about my dad coaching her though.
Yeah, really cool. That is really cool that you that like you have that like sister connection with your older sister, and I guess now your younger sister, and how like you're trying to be, I guess, that role model and like take her everywhere to like push her to be better and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
but yes, yeah, like more about the egg games. You guys have been going for a couple of years now, right?
since 2000
2019.
2019.
Yeah, and you guys like usually do really well there. So
Our first year.
But that was I think the draw was messed up or something.
Yeah, the draw was, I don't know. But that was, I think that was also their first year running egg, and just over time it has grown. But like what year was that we had gone with, like 3 years ago? From there I think we took fifth, and then last year we took first, and then this year
First again.
yeah. But yeah, it's great though. Like uh it's just nice to see everybody there. Like nice to see a bunch of people from everywhere, and it's not like you can play for your own reserve if you want, but there is some teams where they go like us, where you kind of mix up teams and whatever. So it makes it interesting for sure like that. And there's a lot of great talent there, and yeah, and the Alberta like indigenous games, they run it very smoothly, like
Big facilities.
yeah,
Gyms
big.
are nice. They keep them clean.
They have opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies, and then also like awards for like people that are like scouts or whatever, scouted or something like that. So yeah, it's great. Like they even have golf, beach volleyball, soccer.
Like track and field. They have like a bunch of sports.
Yeah, it's definitely a tournament that me and Summer look forward every year.
mhm.
Yeah, we always look forward to it, and it's always a great experience. So
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, like I said, I guess really nothing really. I have nothing really else to ask you guys. I guess because I feel like I already like know you guys. I feel like I've known you guys for a long time, and I already know that you guys are really like big into volleyball. But like don't really know what else to ask you guys. So if you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about on the podcast at all, like even your dad, if you want to mention anything.
No, I think I'm good. I
Summer,
think I
what got
covered
you into volleyball?
college volleyball watching it on YouTube.
But like, who inspired you?
Well, my first time playing volleyball, I was my brother. My brother, he would play club volleyball at Lakeland, and he asked me to rally with him outside, and I didn't know how. So we were just in our front yard, and he was just like, we are going back and forth. He's teaching me how to bump, and like from there, I've just went out. My mom, my brother, they told me that there was tryouts, and then we told Brooklyn, and so there's like a bunch of us that went. I think there was like over 5 girls from our res that went, but there was only 4 of us that made it.
I think so, yeah.
Danielle, Kezzy, you, and me.
And Coral.
Oh, 5 of us then. Yeah. And that's just kind of where it all started. I was the only Onion Laker on my team, and just watching my friends play together. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think there was me, Danielle, Culinaire, Coral Nicotine. We were on the same team.
Yeah, Kezzy was alone on the other team.
Yeah, you and Kezzy got alone, but
Um,
you guys did great still.
yeah, we all got to find out different ways to coach, and we learned all different techniques. And eventually that's what like made me and Brooklyn become so strong
Yeah, for
together.
a minute there, we would go to volleyball in the wintertime, indoor, and then summertime, beach volleyball.
But she did a lot more beach volleyball than me. It was kind of just like a little fun for me once in a while. Didn't really do much of that.
Well, besides for summer games, when we went for summer games, we played together.
Yeah, summer games we went with Coral Nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I feel like people should know that Alberta Indigenous games, they always have like teams they make up. So like if you don't have a team to hop on, no one's like really asked you, you can like contact them and you can hop on a team for like there's a few sports. But
They call it like a dream team, which is also cool because then like for some reserves that are smaller, they don't have like a team.
Mhm.
They contact like the people of like egg, and then they put you on a team.
yeah, so it's
And
just
yeah,
a chance for you guys to get out there and see how fun this tournament really is.
Yeah, so I guess everyone who wants to play in this egg tournament, I guess it is that easy. I guess you'd say just to like contact them and ask if you can be on a team. So
yeah, and you don't age out. Like
Yeah.
they have a masters now for people that are over 21, which is cool. Like, I don't know.
Yes,
It's
it's
fun.
always a big tournament.
Yeah.
That one's in September, I believe. So we're not allowed to go to that.
We can't age up. I wish we could.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think.
yeah,
Covered a lot.
yeah, we did talk about a lot, and yeah, I don't know. We like talked about pretty much you guys' entire journey and stuff like that, and how you guys deal with stuff. Yeah. So I guess again, I'll just ask you guys whatever you always want to mention or talk about on here. Shout out to anyone, I guess you'd say too.
Shout out to Angie Nastis.
She started it all.
She started us like a lot. She taught us a lot. Definitely disciplined us a lot.
I feel like that's what really made us stay with volleyball is the discipline.
And Rihanna Chief too as well. She actually took us to what was it? Winter Games
Yeah,
or FSIN.
FSIN.
Yeah, she took us to the youth FSIN, and then we ended up placing first, and that was our first like actual tournament. We got first. Wasn't it first?
I think it was.
No, it was first. I have my gold medal still hanging up. It was first.
Mine looks kind of bronzy.
Maybe it rusted over time.
But Rihanna and Angie, they
Yeah,
really helped us.
they were great coaches, and they're also from Onion Lake, and yeah, they taught us a lot. And like, like high school volleyball, those girls that we grew up with, we also made it to what regionals, I think, in high school. Hey,
Yeah, I remember one point in high school, Angie threw on a team of like all grade 10 girls, and we were actually like won that game.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But they're all we're like, it was great though because then all the girls that we went with in high school, and now we're all out like growing up, and it's like some are moms, some are doing well, they're doing like schooling, or just it's crazy to see us all grow up in that way because then in high school we were all like family basically. We relied on each other like to get to practice, like we were always together.
Going places like far on weekends.
Yeah. So it's great though. And yeah, it was definitely fun. Do you gotta
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't think I really have much else
Yeah.
to say.
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no, I just encourage a lot of people in other different communities and stuff, and the big communities and stuff, and just get involved in sports. And there's a lot of doors opening. People that are in sports and stuff like that. Just don't be shy to ask people, and ask around. And there's lots of ideas and stuff, and there's a lot of great people in this community, um, that want to make a difference and stuff like that, and youth and all that. So, I encourage those young people that want to get involved in volleyball or whatever it is. Just go ask around, go to rec, or go ask somebody, or get involved, and don't be shy. Get out of your shell and stuff, and just get involved, and guys, if you have enough people to make a team, get in there, and do something, or it makes a big difference in the community
Yeah.
and the youth. So
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's a big thing in this community. People just are kind of shy, I guess, like to
yeah,
try new things and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I guess that's just shout out to everyone to like not be shy and get out of your comfort zone and go
Yeah.
try that sport that you've never played before.
Well, for
So
sure, my son is like that, so I'm trying to
I'm
trying to
trying
trying
to.
to get him out of his bubble there, and tell him, get involved in sports, whether it's hockey or whatever. Eh? Like there's lots
Mm.
of lots to do around here. It's gotta be mindful, and creative, and there's lots to do out here.
Yeah, you never know till you try it.
That's
I
right.
never really expected myself to play volleyball, but it goes back to my sister making me rally with her at powwows and all
Yeah,
that. So, yeah, a lot of people. I know there's a program, Trista Badger. She has like little dry land
hmm
workouts,
yeah,
and she's like a certified trainer. Like I see that growing a lot, and I think that's definitely great for like the community and for people to be going and just I don't know, like just still being able to go work out and work on themselves if they want to and also enjoy that. So it's a good thing that she's doing that and it's great for the community.
yeah, for sure. I know my little brother and his little group of like hockey player friends have been going recently, like the past couple times.
Yeah, it
So
makes it very easy to like access, and that's like what we need because then some people they can't always make it out to Lloyd and like
yeah,
gas is crazy expensive.
yeah,
And like it just makes it easier and it's very like she's very flexible and yeah, it's great for the community and especially the younger people that are going. Like I saw that she's getting younger people. It's like, wow, that's crazy. But it's great to see people doing that. So
yeah, for
it's a good
sure.
thing.
yeah,
Good program.
Yeah, people definitely be taking advantage of that a lot more. I feel like people are just shyer to go try those new
Yeah,
things. They should definitely just go check it out for sure. So
it's great.
yeah.
yeah, so you guys really don't nothing else you guys really want to talk about on here at all? No.
No, I'm good. So yeah, I didn't bring my notes, so
um I want like kids to know that a little hobby can go a long way. Like that's what mine started off as. It was just fun rallying with my brother, and then here I am playing volleyball a lot more. I just want them to know that keep playing something, it can go somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's a big part of growing up. I also feel like that helps with dealing with a lot of pressure and stress and anxiety. Just playing a sport or just finding your passion in general really helps it helped me deal with like mental health stuff and like just stress and anxiety playing hockey. I don't know if that's the same with you guys playing volleyball because I know it was kind of my escape, I feel like, from dealing with like school and all that other stuff. So
Yeah, I it definitely does help like your mental health, like just to kind of escape from, I guess, reality in a way.
Hmm.
Um,
There was like times where I wanted to just stay home, but then my mom would make me go to practice, and it would actually like lighten my mood. I'd come home happier, um, get good night's sleep from working out. It actually just helped balance out my mental health, I feel like.
it's nice though because then like the more sports you play, the more places you can go, I guess, as like especially like First Nations people, like you go but like what we I don't know, like I would prefer my weekend going traveling, like even if it's just to Saskatoon or like wherever. It just took us places and we got to go more places to experience, I guess, especially for summer being able to go all the way to Halifax.
I got it.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
has her daughter, so she has to go.
Yeah, but Halifax was really fun. Like I would do it all over again if I could.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that's it for me, guys. Thank you for having me, Taden.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I guess we're probably not gonna. We're pretty tapped out, I guess you'd say, talking about volleyball and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So if you guys don't, if you guys nothing else to that, we can just end it here, really.
Yeah,
So
for sure. No, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Anytime. And yeah, so
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you everyone for who tuned in and watched this episode today. So yeah, we're gonna end it here.